Yeah, Sarah here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Crossing in the Woods. Playing for today's spawning in the north, we have Guard2707 as the Brits, and his loadout is Commandos. Royal Engineer and Mobile Assault. Teaming up with him is El Capitano as the Soviets, who has Combined Arms, Soviet Industry, and Mechanized Support. These guys are around rank 40 range team. Hold on, no. I loaded up just before. No, rank 17. Allies range team. Let's go against them in the south. We have Preachman as OKW, who has Breakthrough, Special Operations, and Overwatch. Teaming up with him is Asiamint as the Officer, who has Elite Troops, Jaeger Armor, and Spearhead. These guys are around rank 50. Axis range team. Both these teams are on a lot of like other very highly ranked range teams, so should be an interesting matchup here. 2v2 veterans on both sides. So a wee bit of skirmishing here. Preacher Man trying to find a good angle. Does take a bit of damage there crossing the river. Gets to the heavy cover position here though, so that's good. No fuel secured though for either team at the moment. Fox Junior is coming in. Looks like they're going to try to set up a 2v1, but here comes the Maxim against suppression, and you want to run to the building, but that's been sandbagged off. And these squads also took some suppression from that Vickers, so mass retreat on the left hand side, and the Axis meanwhile have finally connected. Fuel on the right, so they're going to have a slight fuel edge in the early game, but some good machine gun positioning there from the Allies early. Some good map control, and this is Crossing in the Woods. You know, once one team gets 3 machine guns on this map, so little space, basically impossible to outmaneuver them. So looks like that's the kind of strategy we're going to see from the Allies. Interesting though to see El Capitano go for 2 conscripts along with his tier 2 tech. Well, the squad comes out of suppression there. Mustn't have been highly suppressed. Okay, that squad took a bit of damage crossing the river there, but it looks like they're going to get away okay. Vickers meanwhile might get flanked here. He's trying to turn his arc, gets a burst, and oh, he just suppresses them both before he rounds the corner. Could get the wipe on this one as well. On the road, Vickers does so much damage and he does get the wipe. Nice Vickers action there from Guard2707. Oh, conscripts a little bit low in the middle. Get away though. There's that second Maxim. So now the Allies have reached the trifecta. 3 machine guns, as I mentioned, very hard to avoid. Looks like Asiamint's going to get a sniper to try and counter them, which is a reasonable idea. Could go for the mortar as well. Still early days, so mortars are very viable. And there we go, sniper takes its first shot. Do you have a sniper from Guard2707 as well? Looks like he's trying to walk that into position now that he has realised Asiamint's got a sniper on the field. He's going to try to get that counter snipe. And because the Allies, you know, have had pretty good control on the back of the machine gun play, they can afford to be a little bit more relaxed. But that said, I mean, the Axis who had a lockdown on his right hand side the whole time. Looks like the Axis getting aggressive here. Charging forwards. Do have a machine gun in this building, but needs his supporting troops. Oh, sniper gets caught out, and that's going to go down for sure. There we go. Playing with fire there. Retreating too late. So I think there's a 1-1 now, you know. Fox Junior went down early, and now sniper going down for Guard2707. Sniper being a little bit more expensive though. 100 manpower more. 5-man upgrade now for Guard 2707. Mind slowing the progress, allowing the Maxim to reposition here. And we have an incendiary grenade, looks like. Engineers in here doing some good damage in close, but about to get overwhelmed by those Stern Pioneers. And now the Allies are struggling a little bit here for territory control. Oh, here comes the Zis barrage, targeting the sniper area. He's got to be careful with that sniper. Man, let's get him out of there. Conscript pushing forward now. He's selected commander going for combined arms. Don't see that too often, but it's a reasonable pick for 2v2s. Gets you the recon plus the bombing run, as well as a howitzer of your own. If your opponent doesn't go for Jaeger armor, which most likely will, seeing as it's crossing in the woods. Okay. Allies finally trying to reconnect here, but they're definitely far behind in terms of fuel. 2707 must have been bleeding a lot. We can take a look at the units lost 11. Yeah, I mean that's pretty high for Brits, but Preacher Man's also lost a lot of models. And we have a flak half track for Preacher Man. That's a bit uncharacteristic. We do have a med bunker down for Asiamint as well, so they're going to have double healing here. Don't see that too often for Axis. And 2s. And we'll have a look at the tech of guards. No AEC tech yet. He does have enough fuel to kind of go for it. If he wanted to, he'd have to start it around now. Don't know if the flak half track revealed itself there. It doesn't look like it did. Already on the field is a Zis as well, and we do have AT gun camouflaging, so flak half track gonna have to be on its toes. Nice use of the mortar flares there. I didn't realise. I thought those were still Vet 1. Looks like they're Vet 0. What's it getting to Vet 1 now? Faster flare recovery time. Okay. Oh, AT gun setting up. Missing the first shot there though. Might have been an attack round. Missing the second shot. Also might have been an attack round. Actually going to work on the machine gun. Oh no, he's actually popping the smoke barrage. You have a machine gun set up behind this, kind of covering this angle of attack, but not this angle of attack. Grenadiers flooding in from the right. And Allies once again going to get pushed back here. He's leaving those out as kind of a sacrificial pawn, so that the LMGs don't start focusing his Zis and knocking that down. Maybe putting him into a death loop. But good flanking maneuver there from Asiamint, putting a lot of pressure onto the Allies here early. Well, Guard 2707 might have to pull back a little bit because he's getting flanked a little bit, getting cut off. Massive Axis assault coming through this middle section. Flak half track coming in from the other angle. We're just going to work on this Grenadier in the building. That's nice. T-70 in production for El Capitano. Oh, that was indeed. I was like, that is Mills bombs. For Guard 2707. Sets up his 6-pounder. Gets a good hit in. Just going to pull back for repairs, but they still got the cutoff there, did the Axis. That's the most important thing. We do also have a trench down here. You don't see these too often. It's slightly too far back right now to contribute. And having won the sniper war, Asiamint really capitalizing. 13 kills already. Oh, but he's got to be careful. Here comes the T-70. Forcing that Grenadier to retreat. Sniper soft retreating there. Taking a look at tech here. No tech yet from Asiamint.
Half-track has arrived on the battlefield. Enemy threatening a capture point. Taking shots from over there.
Oh man, IR searchlight for Preacher Man. Might help find targets because he's gone for double infantry support guns, so I guess that's why he's gone for it. IR searchlight to help find targets for his infantry support guns. This is a very 2v2 oriented strategy, especially on a small map like this. Generally, you know, in a 1v1, going for 2 infantry support guns is almost unaffordable, but in 2v2 you can generally squeeze it into your build order, and combining with the IR searchlight here should be quite strong, where you don't continually run into machine guns trying to spot them for your infantry support guns. Oh, T-70 gets some juicy hits, forcing the retreats there. Is this coming up? Looking for some action. Allies do continually lose this fuel though. Axis definitely have a large fuel lead at this point. And mortar team has been recruited, looks like by Pioneers. Axis a little bit lacking in the anti-tank department though. No Raketten for Preacher Man. You have one pack for Asiamint. Looks like it's squaring up. Spotted by the flares here. Should be pretty safe. Commandos nearby. Looking to do an ambush. Looks like he's put the glider in a somewhat forward position. Can still uses some forward reinforcements, but on the immediate danger of getting destroyed. Conscripts.
They're trying to take it.
This is where they start to really struggle. A lot of weapon upgrades for these Axis units. Don't have any Molotovs. No AT grenades either, so they are not too strong right now. Oh, nice bundle grenade. Mortar goes down again. Conscripts pushing through the middle. But yeah, without the Molotovs threatening, they're just not that strong, and trying to do some sneaky moves. Looks like they're trying to knock out the flak half-track with a 1-2 punch. That's coming in from this angle, 6-pounder from the other, but doesn't quite go in their favour. Let's have a nicely positioned Vickers there though. Stop it from getting knocked down. Ooh, he's going for the sniper with that Zis barrage. Sniper repositions. Maxims are doing a good job though, holding the territory. Almost got their rifle grenade off there. You could hear the sound, but never quite came out. These infantry support guns doing 0-0. Not too effective so far. I did see him barraging this area where the machine gun had already moved to over here or something, so Guard2707 aware of those double infantry support guns, trying to maneuver his team weapons around them. We're taking too much damage. We do have a recon plane coming in for Capitano. One of the advantages of these is that they will spot snipers. They do have stealth detection, these recon planes. It's their advantage over something like flares, which can't be shot down. T-70 finally pushing out on this right hand side, which has been honestly largely undefended for ages now. Finally coming over here, bringing the sweepers around so he doesn't get surprised by any telemines. Good play by El Capitano. A little bit disappointing, didn't do it slightly earlier though. Once again, Allies getting cut off, losing control of the munitions and the cutoff point. But with the forward glider there and a big old blob with the 5-man Tommies, it's making a strong push of his own. Gotta be careful these infantry support guns don't let him have it here though. What is this mortar doing up here? Ooh, 3 LMG grands. Doing some big damage. T-70 pushing through the middle. Doesn't want to push his luck though. Perhaps worried about telemines or similar. Or maybe this pack that was over here rotating around. Okay, so we do have a Cromwell coming in for Guard 2707. Similar time though, Asiamint got his Tier 4 out and a Brumbia about to hit the field. We have the Schwer down here for Preacher Man. El Capitano has gone for Tier 4 as well, put down a fuel cache. So maybe going for a Katyusha or something first. Maybe SU-85. Just a few skirmishes here and there. Just picking the angles. Ooh, big hit from the T-70. Ooh, sniper nearly goes down there. So we're still getting some good hits in. Nearly vet 3 on that bad boy. Takes its first shot, making its presence felt. And there's going to be a Katyusha first for El Capitano. Asiamint has selected commander, gone for Jäger armor. No, we haven't seen anything from that command from yet, apart from these spotting scopes. Double Raketin, you got to be really careful with your Cromwell facing double Raketins. You can lose it so quickly. Their stealth positioning. Take a look at the VPs. Even though the Allies have been on the back foot for most of this game to this point, VP's still very close, so they've definitely been aware of the VP game and haven't let themselves get too far behind despite their slightly lower fuel count at this point. Seem to have stabilized now though. Going after these two team weapons. Pretty long range barrage there though. Ooh, but the big scatter works out in his favor there. Catches them as they are just getting out of the area. Oh, speaking of double Raketins, oh, nice use of the smoke there from Guard 2707. Goes to the attack ground, but nothing doing. Nice, continuing to make use of the smoke with the cheeky bundle grenade there, but doesn't quite work out. Very important that he keeps this flak half track alive. Will be very helpful to shoot down the recon planes. Now, if you remember, we have seen Guard 2707 use this commander before in a 2v2 scenario. Made big use of smoke rays, combining with gammon bombs to knock out tech trucks. I think this one's a little bit too defensively placed here, but it is something to keep an eye on, because that was really interesting to see. Okay, we have sector assault coming in here. Quite deep in the Allied territory. This is going to be hard for them to avoid without almost completely moving off the map. And I imagine the IR searchlight's going to spot targets for this pretty effectively as well. So this is going to cause a massive loss of territory for the Allies. They might even consider branching out to the right hand side instead, given that they're already kind of pulled back here. Might be a good time to switch sides. First bomber comes in, doesn't do too much. Looks like Il Capitano is going to go for the quad to try counter this. Fair enough. Oh, T-70 coming forwards. Might get targeted. Looks like the bomber's running off for a... coming in for a bombing pass here. T-70 going to be the target. Ooh, takes one bomb. Chusha getting some big hits in. Last volley. Ooh, nearly gets the sniper. Close call. Ooh, that's a big shot for the Mumbai. Cromwell there to force him back. Here come the cloaked kittens. Panthers behind him. Perhaps they're trying to bait the Cromwell in here. Bait them into an anti-tank sandwich. Here comes Cromwell now. And here comes the Panther. Didn't switch the angle on his Raketans though. Slightly late on the trigger there as Preacher Man. Triple cap here for the Axis though. They are in control right now. That sector assault got them so much breathing room, so much territory. Very hard to push while that's active, but El Capitano is now prepared for that. Got the quad, going to be able to shoot down those planes really quickly. Also could be quite good for shooting down the Stuka recon planes. Haven't seen too many of those so far, but he does have a boatload of munitions. Could have been using them. T-70 doing some big damage. Looks like he does. Knock out the machine gun right there. Probably going to get recruit, but so nice. Well, got to be careful. Oh. Okay, nice maneuvering. Oh, but in comes a Werfer targeting this area. Okay, doesn't do too much. Slightly behind the target, it looks like. Is that a second Katyusha now? No, still the first one. Allies are struggling for territory right now. Oh, Boombear coming in from the side. T-gun narrowly gets away. We have a recon plane now. That's not going to last long. The quad. Ooh. And ooh, wow. Anti-tank guns from the side, and the Boombear goes down. Didn't bounce any shots there. They used sector assault once again, but I don't think they were aware of the quad. Bomber gets shot down, but gets one last pass in. Doesn't look like it hit too much though. Oh, T-70 and T-34 going aggressive here. Try and knock out the pack. Right on top of it. Gonna get one more shot and might lose these to chain Faust now. Panther's coming over this way quickly. Where's the Zis? Nowhere to be seen. Here comes the Panther. Conscripts just retreat. They don't even... I don't know if they even have anti-tank grenades. No, they still don't have them, so they couldn't do much. This is here now. T-34 powerless. So, over excited El Capitano there. Over commits. Loses both of his tanks. Did some damage, but just didn't have the support there, maybe. Maybe, you know, maybe if anti-tank grenades binding with the Zis being up there earlier, he could just, you know, zone it out with anti-tank grenades. Combo. Oh, here comes the Werfer. Oh, this could be a big one. No, pretty well evaded. A lot of health damage, but not many model wipes. So the flak half track did end up going down, and a Raketen has also been stolen by Guard2707. He is using the smoke raid, and they are pushing on the back of this. So they're heading towards the tech truck. He does have hammer, so it looks like he is going for some gammon bomb action on the truck, but oh, he's taking a lot of damage. He got in here for a air supremacy, and maybe, oh, he does, he's got some base house action coming in as well. We'll see if the truck can survive this. Ooh, ooh! Ooh, the truck, no, doesn't survive. Took out so many mods. I don't think he got any wipes on the squads, but that was a close call. And there you see, truck deleted. Smoke raid combining with the air supremacy, perhaps gammon bombs if you manage to do it, and the section flares. That was a big assault there from Guard2707. A massive swing in momentum there towards the Allies. Now they've pretty much up to level pegging in terms of army size after that. Oh, big Katyusha barrage. Ooh. Running right into it. Oh man, very bad reactions here from Preacher Man. Just loses both of his team weapons there, and also a couple models on his Volksgrenadiers. He is just in the hole in terms of manpower right now. Asiamint does have a lot of resources of his own. Looks like he called in a recon plane, perhaps trying to find a target for his Werfer. He's got to be careful. Comet on the field now. Could chase him down if he does it from a risky position. Oh man, Preacher Man. Second Panther here. Doesn't have much infantry or supporting team weapons, but he's got two Panthers and he's getting aggressive with them. Still no AT grenades, but Preacher Man perhaps not aware of that. Comet coming in from the side. A lot of AT gunshots landing on these Panthers here. Exposing his rear armor of this one. Here comes the Werfer, who's targeting these. Going deeper into the support weapon line and getting a lot of models. Looks like he might have even got a whole combat engineer with that barrage. That was a good one. 14 kills now. SU-85 in production for El Capitano. That's a good idea when you see two Panthers. Gonna need SU-85. Does have two anti-tank guns, but SU-85 a lot more mobile. Oh, quad. Almost takes a shot there. That's the thing though, when quad manages to shoot down those planes, it fits up so quickly. Fit 3 already. Barely seen any combat except for shooting down of those recon and bombers. More Panthers trying to get repaired. Do have an elephant on the field, so that does make using SU-85s and COH2 a lot trickier. Especially combined with the searchlight providing some really good intel for the Axis, but they are struggling to hold the line right now. They are very heavily invested in anti-tank. We seem to be struggling a little bit against the infantry right now. Another sector assault is ready. There's, you know, Preacher Man could diversify his techniques, switch over to the Goliath, which might help against the infantry a little bit more. It is harder to execute. Ooh, could lose his Werfer here. Oh man. That's kind of unfortunate for Asiamint. Werfer goes down to the Katyusha there. Okay, so two tanks coming in from the left hand side. Does have a Raketen creeping up. Take some shots at these Panthers. Does seem like the Axis though. It's a bit slow. Let's take a look at the tactical map. have just been losing ground, just inch by inch, keep getting pushed back. And their, you know, Panthers and Elephant have been largely inactive so far. Haven't been able to find a target for them. So they're branching out to the left here. The kitten's in a nice position. Comet coming over. No, but the Elephant moving into the middle. Good use of flares though from Capitano. That's one thing he's been making heavy use of those mortar flares. Meanwhile, Asiamint is at like a tremendous amount of munitions. Might just want to use a dive bomb just for the hell of it. Oh, this looks troublesome. Comet overextending. Panthers need to blitz after it. Oh man, didn't go for it. Oh, war speeds out. Panthers slightly too much health to take engine damage right there, and we do have sector assault coming in once again. Dumb resistance now squaring up though. Panthers got to be careful. Maybe if they try to stick a dive bomb on that, it would help. Quad's coming over here, but currently shooting at units instead of planes. Could be his undoing. Panthers pulling back. Looks like he's going to steal away a 6-pounder though, and Axis are in control of 2 VPs right now. Oh, this is draining out. 170 remaining. The Quad can now focus its targets on the bomber and knocks it out. Deep in enemy territory. Grenadiers charging forwards almost at the base of the Allies right here. Panthers pulling back for some repairs. Doesn't have only one stern pioneer. Does have the truck up, and he is upgrading the repair pioneers on that as we speak. Oh, and now we have a recon plane post bombing run in the middle. Ooh, gets a wipe there. Another team down. We're going to have some base artillery coming in from Guard2707. Targeting the middle area. A lot of targets here, and boom! Gets a big hit early. Now the Katyusha coming in as well. A lot of manpower damage there done to the Axis. And now the Axis, you can see, around 80, but the Allies very close to 100 out of 100 for both of them. Allies have now taken the army size lead. Axis, I feel like, you know, if they just pulled the trigger, probably could have knocked out that Comet in that previous engagement, but hesitant to do so. Haven't seen too many mines, kind of just been a little bit too hectic on both sides to plant any, but you have to be wary of them still. Doesn't get anything with that Katyusha really. Axis gearing up for a push down the center here. Panthers blitzing in. Looks like he's going after the Katyusha and the Su-85s. Katyusha first. Katyusha goes down. Panthers now speeding away. Not gonna... Oh! Takes engine damage on one of them. Oh, and he's taking mine damage. That's what I was talking about. A lot of mines on this flank. Where's the Elephant? Dive bomb goes in. Panthers with their rear arm exposed might just need to try fight this. No, it looks like they're going to get away. Comet's now rotating around. Hopefully, maybe they're going to try and knock out the Panthers. Elephant doing some big damage in the middle. Faust coming in. Comet still one shot from death. Is this desperately trying to chase down these Panthers? Looks like Panthers. Oh, they're just gonna get away. No, one of them goes down at least. AT gun's still pushing, still going for one more. No, now they pull back. Oh. So, casualties there. I'd say, once again, though, the Axis maybe came off slightly worse. Come the bombs, though. Oh. No, no bombs. Must have shot them down just before they were about to be launched. So you can see, you know, if you're in a 2v2... Okay. Oh no, maybe they were some bombs. They must have been the machine gun plane that got shot down earlier. I think that's the final plane there. Oh, nice Katyusha once again. Just targeting this area seems to be a high traffic position. Just firing blind in this area is getting them a lot of damage. Another Katyusha coming in for El Capitano. Fair enough. They've been doing some big damage. Thought that might have been the all-in there from the Axis with that last push. But apparently not. Guard2707 does have a lot of munitions, you know. Plenty of options open to him. Still got lots of dive bombs possible as well from Asiamint. Cromwell going to come down the flank here. Some old-fashioned mortar wars. Honestly, those Panthers, you know, they ran over all those mines over here. Would have been safer just backing out through the middle again under the watchful eye. The elephant. Ooh! Katyusha getting some big damage in. That's the fresh one. The fresh one's shooting at something else. Doesn't get too much done. Axis do seem to be struggling to find opportunities to deploy this elephant. Hasn't been too helpful so far. Oh, and now he's about to lose his flak panzer. One more chasing in. Elephant facing the wrong direction. 6-pounder facing up though. Oh, and he's forgotten about it. One more shot and that is dead. There it goes. 6-pounder gets the job done. Do have assault coming in here, but assault's coming to a halt. And actually, both was going down on this VP. Sounds like we've got a howitzer coming in as well. Firing at the base. 7 kills on that already. Two teams fighting tooth and nail here. Oh, and hit to Vet 1 with a lucky scatter. Gotta be careful, you know, the howitzer can one-shot Katyushas if it's a direct hit, so if they are firing into your base like that, you gotta be aware of your Katyusha positioning. Plane coming in. Shot down very quickly though, as expected by now. But oh, dive bomb! I think that hit something as well. Definitely knocked down. I think it was a Zis. No, it wasn't. Maybe it was evaded. Katyusha and both was barrage raining down. Sounds like he's trying to use the elephant here, just trying to get some infantry shots. Very cool. It hasn't found any vehicles for quite some time. Could consider trying to knock out the Bofors with it. He's very worried about it getting flanked here, and I can understand. So don't have that much supporting infantry right now. Panzer's doing its best. I think it would have been safer to go for another Bombeer though over the Flak Panzer.
We have lost a pack gun.
Maybe they wanted the AA from the Flak Panzer, but it's not that good at AA. The Howie's coming in once again. He's going. Oh, he's got a second Howie. Both of them pointing in the base region. Generally not what you want to be doing though, just blindly firing into the base. You want to try force a retreat of squads and then fire into base. That's what we're seeing here. Okay, we do have a air supremacy bombing run coming in here. Knocks out one howitzer with it. What about the second? Oh, that was with the IL-2 precision bombing run, but Commando bombs are coming in as well. Both howitzers knocked out there. Almost gets a grenadier as a bonus. But yeah, both Howies dead there. They couldn't last long against these commanders. Okay, Elephant now switching sides, perhaps trying to knock out this Bofors. Slightly less worry of getting flanked through the middle. Do have some more sector assault planes coming in this region. Cromwell, or no, that's the Comet threatening to flank the Elephant, but being forced away.
300 points remaining.
Bombers came in there. A little bit of damage.
We're losing a capture point.
She's getting some hits, and once again targeting the same areas, but so successful. Could drop a Stuka dive bomb on this. The brace is going to wear off very, very soon. Just if he wants to guarantee the kill. Oh, loses it to the Bofors. Gotta be aware of those brace timings.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Coming over here now. One more shot and the Bofors is dead, but he's going to try to repair it up. This is here as well. There it goes. Bofors dead, but it did lock down this point for quite some time. And Bofors are quite cheap, you know. OMG. Combat engineers. Don't see these too often. Okay, Walking Stuka coming in now from Preacher Man. I think it's a good idea, like, you know, he did have this mechanized truck up for ages. Probably should have got those instead of the howitzers, but you live, you learn. Perhaps they weren't aware of what El Capitano had gone as his commander. I don't think we've seen any guards from him, so perhaps they were unawares. Dive bomb just to neutralize on that point. Clears the cache as well. Was that a Werfer? It was. Fresh Werfer. 2 kills from Asiamint. Elephant narrowly missing there on the S-35. Oh my god! He got a gammon bomb on the Elephant and he knocks it out.
Infantry section wiped out.
Now Comet coming in for the kill, combining with some 17-pounder action perhaps. And there goes the Flak Panzer. Doubles this right there as well. White phosphorus popped on those engineers trying to repair. They're taking heavy damage. Oh, heavy casualties. Lost his Elephant. And the Axis throwing the towel. Asiamint has just about nothing left. Man also a little bit light in his army. They're throwing the towel there. So some unconventional commanders here from Guard2707 and El Capitano. You know, don't often see Soviet combined arms. And well, we have seen quite a lot of commanders from Guard, and he works it well. To see the assault on the tech truck, knocking that out really nice. With the smoke ray combination. Got to counter the Axis howitzers very effectively. Recon run plus 2 bombing runs. Those howitzers stood no chance. But I think overall, Axis just didn't find enough opportunities to use the Elephant. Perhaps they need to spam the recon plane a little bit more. I know it's getting shot down a lot, but Elephant wasn't really acting as that much of an obstacle to the Allies. And the Allies also slightly better with the indirect fire usage. These COH2s much stronger than the Werfers, which of course died, one of them, and the howitzers from Preacher Man. And you know, this is a very tight and compacted map. So there's not much separation, so rocket artillery very effective, as we saw, just firing blind into spots like this and this, constantly getting kills on the Axis units. I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Bye, and good luck.